3 months ago, I started working on a game based in the ocean. For my love of it, and never-ending recommendations of cargo ships versus pirates flooding my YouTube homepage. And I had the concept before I even knew of it. Ta-da! Yeah, no, absolutely cringe. But not cringe when this is the best buoyancy I could get compared to the 15-minute drop-in thingy that Unreal Engine gives me by default. Oh yes, and I totally solved that math problem you're looking at.
Without any kind of failure. Some techniques, such as FFT, may also be quite tedious enough to set up on the GPU that you may not want to rebuild a CPU solution. So,
not gonna lie, absolute thanks to him by the way, because this wouldn't be possible without his plugin or his video. So yeah.
Getting the buoyancy to work was just the start of it, but it still did take a lot of time and was still a good bit of work.
Right after I was done with the buoyancy system, I had to work on the extension system of the boat. The extension system is basically the boat expanding and adding a bunch more bases being more play area, or adding tiles and basically making the boat larger. So it's sort of the level up system of the boat, I think, yeah. Right after I was done with the extension system, I had to make some other boring front-end stuff like tiles and stuff that go on the extensions. And then I started working on the AI, which, you know what, I'll just show you how it went.
No, but again, look at this. I'm gonna spawn this guy, and oh my goodness, he took down the whole. Okay, what if I make him? Oh my god, look at the foam. The foam works. I didn't know that worked.
Slowly, as I was done with the absolute base of the game, I started working on the AI. So firstly I started coding up the onboard AI, the soldiers who would actually shoot. And then I made a small boat that follows the ship, and this completely changed the way my game looked. Getting the base AI to work, just for the boat to actually follow the ship itself was a bit tricky, but once it was settled in, once the code was actually working as intended, it started to actually look cool, and the concept actually started to come together and make sense. As things were moving on, I wanted to get rid of the clutter of UI that was on the site. In fact, I actually wanted the game to have no UI at all. I was very inspired by a series of games that I play called as Kingdom Classic, and they're developed by Raw Fury Studios, pretty good games. And I really love the fact that the game has the most minimal use of UI, and I think it's really important to keep your screen like a little bit clean, and I think it would work even better because I'm trying to make this for a mobile game. So yeah. To get rid of UI completely, I designed systems that require players to interact directly with them in the game world, also making the game a bit more immersive in my opinion. This can also be used as a feature later on in an endgame situation to simulate stress, as to, when you want to get any information, you have to directly interact with the respectful game object rather than getting it directly on the screen. Which, yes, is helpful mostly, like getting it on the screen, but I just didn't want to go with it. I did the same with onboard soldiers. So they have a captain, and the captain sort of carries a flag, and you can click on the flag and navigate them to your choice of tile on the ship. I also added borders, pickup boats, and the 2 buildings near the main cabin that allow for players to purchase items and assign jobs to the on-deck crew. After the game was done sort of taking a shape like a template or like a base shape, I started working on more 3D models and made different enemy difficulty levels and an upgrade system for money generation and for the ship borders. Since I never really explained the concept, which is really simple, the pirates try to get on your ship, destroy everything, and try to hijack it. Even one of the pirates getting into your main cabin would be a game over, which sounds like the game is easy to end, but no, I'll surely find a way to balance it. Although, before all of that, I worked on a save system that would save the progress of the player and load it up on selection, which I can't really show off because there's just a lot of small stuff and it would take a lot of time showing everything individually, but it is also the kind of stuff that took most of the time making. And somehow, even after putting it all together and having some form of gameplay that actually has a loop, I still didn't find it dynamic enough. And I started working on, a dynamic entry for pirates. Yeah, no, they're not as stupid as you think they are. But adding helis to the game changed the entire pace of combat. It changed the entire look of it, it changed the entire feel of it, and even the stress of it. So when you level up, they pop up, and yeah, they can be quite the thing to take down. But not right now because it's still not balanced. But that's it for the devlog. There's not much more to show you. There's a lot of background stuff which will pretty much bore you out. On the other hand, I do have some big changes coming in pretty soon, which I'll surely make another devlog for. And if you want to follow up and know more about different updates and stuff, then you can follow me up on my Instagram, or you can join my Discord server where I regularly post about my progress on my main game and this game. But yeah, that's it. I totally appreciate and welcome in any form of input or criticism. Yeah, just let me know what you want to see and how you want to see it, and I'll follow up. But yeah, thanks for watching.